The Jolly Mountain fire burning near Cle Elum has now reached nearly 21,000 acres, and there is zero containment on that fire. There are 12 crews and 5 helicopters right now building fire lines, and they're just really trying to keep those flames somewhat manageable. The winds have shifted as well, bringing some of that smoke and haze into Seattle. It's already showing up on our Queen Anne Tower cam, and it is worse the farther east that you go. On the east side, people in Roslyn and Suncadia, they're bracing right now to evacuate if that fire gets any closer.
King 5's Alison Morrow is live near Snoqualmie Pass, where Labor Day travelers are now dealing with the smoke.
Yeah, and Amanda, Greg, we have literally watched this smoke crawl in over the last hour, and it is even worse just behind us here. Some of the most popular hiking in the Snoqualmie Pass area, you can't even see the ridgeline anymore. That smoke is so thick. Of course, the wind moving it in this direction. We were just over in the Cle Elum area where people have been driving through this thick smoke for literally tens of miles.
So the fire started up here on August 11th due to lightning. You can see it hit in a few different places, and that happened all across the state. It happened in really difficult, steep terrain, and was initially growing just by tens of acres here.
Tens of acres has now turned into thousands of acres burned each day. The once slow-burning Jolly Mountain fire is igniting so fast, helicopter crews are trying to race even faster. Moving water from a nearby heli well filled with water that's been trucked in because the rivers here are so dry.
You just dip it right into the water like a teacup and lift it right up out of the water.
Helicopters are also used for reconnaissance. As winds shift and the fire grows, this crew will help plan the next response.
The intel that they're able to get from a bird's eye view translates into effective tactics on the ground. They also will be doing some mapping up there to get up to the minute info on where the fire moves and where it's at and where to strike next.
But even with the plan, these crews need more people. The Jolly Mountain fire is just one of several burning.
Right now there are 26,000 firefighters and fire workers deployed across the region. That being said, as it grows more complex, we will receive more resources. We did get state mobbed, so we got a few hundred people. We got 10 strike teams brought into our area to deal with that situation.
21,000 acres and just under 700 firefighters. But here, it's not just a numbers game.
The terrain's what we're fighting here. You know, we cannot safely put people in there and get them out in a safe manner. That's why we're fighting the fire with indirect line, you know, water, other tactics. The terrain in here is incredibly unstable, shifting rocks, so that's why we're using the resources the way we are.
And thankfully, no structures have been lost to this fire yet. Thanks to Governor Inslee enacting a state of emergency here, these firefighters do expect they will get the resources that they need, and hopefully soon. We are live near Snoqualmie Pass. I'm Alison Morrow, King 5 News.